client paid $5,000 to spy on his wife to prove she was cheating. 3 weeks of surveillance, she's completely clean. But I saw bruises on her arm. He's not a victim. He's the monster who beats her. Yesterday I warned her. Today he was at my door with a gun. All names have been changed for privacy. I'm 38 years old and live in Seattle, Washington. Yesterday, I made the biggest professional mistake of my career. I alerted the target of my surveillance, and now I'm paying for it. For this. My name is Marcus Gray. I've been a private investigator for 12 years. I specialize in adultery and divorce cases. It's boring work, but it pays the bills. Average income, $80,000 a year. I work alone. A small office in downtown Seattle. Cameras, microphones, and GPS trackers are the standard equipment. Most clients are the same. Suspicious husbands, suspicious wives, prove he's cheating. They're usually right 70% of the time. I find evidence of infidelity. 3 weeks ago, a new client, James Collins, 42, owner of a construction company. He wore an expensive suit, a Rolex watch, and a confident voice. My wife is cheating. I know it. I need proof. A standard phrase. I've heard it hundreds of times. What makes you think so? Comes home late. Spends hours on the phone. Cold in bed. Classic signs. Truly classic. Her name? Sarah Collins, 35, nurse at Swedish Medical Center. He gave me a photo. A beautiful woman, dark hair, brown eyes, a warm smile in the photo. Work schedule. Shifts are usually 7 a.m., 3 p.m., sometimes evening shifts. Here are the addresses: home, hospital, the gym where he goes. He handed over a piece of paper with details. Standard package, $3,000 for 2 weeks of surveillance plus expenses. I'll give you $5,000 if you find proof quickly. The sooner the better. The money was good. I agreed. Reports every 3 days. Photos, videos, all movements are recorded. Perfect. He left a check for $2,500 as a deposit. Day 1, Monday, started surveillance. 6:45 a.m. Sarah leaves her house in North Seattle, alone. Her husband has apparently already left for work. She's driving her Honda Civic. I'm following at a distance. Standard procedure. Park at Swedish Medical Center. Enter the building. I'm waiting outside. Sitting in the car. Coffee, podcasts, a book. Boring, but that's my job. 3:15 p.m. She comes out. She looks tired. Nurses work hard. I know that. Drives to Safeway grocery store. Buys groceries. 1 bag. Drives straight home. At home until evening. The lights are turned on in the windows. Kitchen, then living room. 9 p.m. Lights out. Time to sleep. I guess. Boring day. No betrayal. Days 2, 3, 4 absolutely the same. Work, home, sometimes grocery shopping or the pharmacy. No meetings. No suspicious men. On Friday evening, she went to Elliott Bay Bookstore. She spent an hour there. Bought 3 books. Then she went home. Doesn't sound like a cheating wife at all. First report to James after a week. Week 1 completed. Subject is following a strictly regular schedule. Work at home. Minimal social activity. No suspicious male contacts. Continued observation. His answer came an hour later. Continue carefully. She's cunning. She hides well. Week 2 has begun. Monday, Tuesday, same thing. On Wednesday, after work, she didn't go home. That was interesting. Thursday, community center again. Same 2 hours. Friday was different. She went to Green Lake Park after work. I sat down on a bench by the water. I took a book out of my bag. I read for a whole hour. I just sat there, alone, reading a book, enjoying the silence. Then she stood up. She fed the ducks some breadcrumbs from a bag. She smiled as she watched them eat. Something strange started happening inside me. Watching her all these days, I began to see her as more than just a surveillance object. I saw a person, a lonely, tired woman looking for moments of peace. Second report after 2 weeks. Week 2 completed. Subject continues regular schedule. Volunteering twice a week with the homeless. Spends free time reading in the park. No romantic involvement. No signs of infidelity. James called me immediately after receiving it. What do you mean, no signs? Are you even monitoring properly? Yes, sir. Every day from morning until evening. She is absolutely clean. Impossible. I know she's cheating on me. Perhaps you are mistaken. Are you a detective or not? I pay you to find evidence. Not to say there isn't any. I can't find what doesn't exist. Then look better. He hung up rudely. I continued my surveillance. Week 3 began. Monday and Tuesday are standard days as usual. Something unusual happened on Tuesday evening. Sarah left the house at 7 p.m., a rarity. She's usually always home in the evenings. I followed her. She arrived at a Walgreens. I went inside. I parked and waited in the car. She came out 10 minutes later with a small package. I returned to my car. I got behind the wheel, but I didn't start the engine. I was just sitting there under the street light in the parking lot. I aimed my binoculars to take a look. She cried, both hands on the wheel, head down, shoulder shaking from sobs. I cried there for about 10 minutes without moving. Then she wiped her face with her sleeve. She started the car and drove home. Something was very wrong in her life. Wednesday afternoon, I saw it for the first time. She left the hospital after her day shift. When she opened her car door, the sleeve of her blouse rolled up, bruises on the left forearm, dark purple spots, fresh for no more than a week, not from an accidental fall, the shape of her fingers. Someone grabbed her hand. Very hard. Thursday, I noticed more. Bruises on her right wrist from when she paid at the coffee shop. Friday evening, I followed her home as usual. James was there. His black Mercedes was in the driveway. Sarah parked behind him, but didn't get out of the car right away. I sat there for 5 minutes looking at the house before finally opening the door and entering. It was as if she was gathering her courage before entering her own house. At that moment, I understood everything. James is not a victim of a cheating husband. Sarah is a victim of a battered wife. The bruises aren't from her lover. They are from her husband who beats her. And he hired me to find evidence of her guilt in order to win the divorce and not pay alimony. The damn bastard used me as a tool. 3 weeks of surveillance. I knew her life better than anyone. Her schedule, habits, route, her kindness, how she volunteers with the homeless and talks to each person kindly. Her loneliness is how she spends an hour in the park with a book because home is not a place of peace. Her strength is how she continues to work every day, smile, and help others despite the hell at home. I fell in love, not romantically, not sexually. I just deeply admired this woman, her resilience, kindness, and survival, and I helped the monster who was trying to destroy her completely. Saturday morning, I made a decision that will ruin my career and possibly my life. Sarah went to Starbucks in Fremont as usual on Saturdays, where she liked to read. I walked in, ordered a coffee, took a deep breath. He walked up to her table by the window. Sarah Collins? She looked up from her book, surprised. Really? Have we met? No, but I need to tell you something very important. Can I sit down for a minute? She hesitated, then nodded. Okay. I sat down opposite. My name is Marcus Gray. I'm a private investigator. I've been following you every day for the past 3 weeks. Her face turned pale instantly. What? Your husband James hired me. He paid me $5,000 to find evidence that you were cheating on him. I know. You are completely innocent. I saw it everything. Work, home, volunteering, park. No betrayal at all. Then why are you? Because he's not looking for the truth. He's looking for a weapon against you, for a divorce. Tears filled her eyes instantly, and I've seen bruises in recent days. On your hands and wrists. He hits you, doesn't he? She didn't respond with words. She simply looked down at the table, tears dripping down her face. All the confirmation I needed. You need to leave him today while he's at work. He's a dangerous man. I have no place to go. I took a business card out of my pocket and put it on the table. This is attorney Lisa Cheng, specializing in domestic violence cases. She helps victims for free. Call her right now. Tell her I'm here. She'll arrange a shelter, temporary housing, and everything. Why are you helping me? He's your client. He's paying you. Because I don't work for monsters who destroy good people. And you're a good person, Sarah. 3 weeks of observation have proven that. She took the business card with trembling fingers. Thank you. I don't know what. Leave today while he's at work. Take only your documents, passport, money, the most important thing. Everything else is unimportant. Your life is important. He will find me. Lisa is setting up a confidential shelter. He won't have an address, and there will be a restraining order. She nodded, wiping away her tears. Oh, that was not a question. I said find the evidence. I can't find something that doesn't exist. Then create them. Idiot, take a picture with someone. Hire an actor. Your job. Here it is. The whole truth has come out. You wanted me to fabricate evidence. Obviously. Why else would I pay you? Because they thought she was really cheating. But she's not cheating. She's innocent. I don't care if she's innocent or not. She's my wife, my property. She's not property. She's a person. His finger on the trigger was shaking. Where is she? Don't know. Liar. You gave her a lawyer. Where is she? I gave Lisa Chang's business card. I have no idea where Lisa sent it. It's confidential. You will find her for me. Right now. No. I'll shoot you, then shoot, but I won't help you find the woman so you can kill her. We stood there for seconds that seemed like an eternity. The gun was a millimeter from my forehead, and slowly, very slowly, he lowered the weapon. It's not over yet, detective. You ruined my life. I'll ruin yours. He turned and walked down the stairs. I closed the door, locked all the doors. My hands shook uncontrollably. I called 911. The police arrived within 10 minutes. I gave a full statement. Do you have a restraining order against him? The officer asked. No, it just happened the first time. We'll file an emergency order now, but it will take at least 48 hours. 48 hours. I can be dead during this time. Called Lisa Chen's lawyer. Marcus, hi. Sarah contacted me yesterday. Thank you so much. Is she safe? Yes, in a secure shelter. The address is strictly confidential. Even I don't know it. Okay, listen, her husband just came to me with a gun and threatened me. Oh my God, are you okay? For now, yes, but he's dangerous. Lisa, please warn Sarah. I'll do it immediately. And you be extremely careful, Marcus. She hung up. I stayed in the apartment for the next 2 days, barely leaving. I ordered food delivery. The paranoid man looked out the window every 10 minutes to check if his car was there. 12 years of detective work. For the first time, I broke the cardinal rule, never interfere, only observe and report. Did I do the right thing? Yes, without a doubt. Will I regret it? Never, even if James comes back and carries out his threat. Some things are more important than money, more important than rules. Saving an innocent life from a monster is one of those things. Update 1 in 2 weeks. James isn't back. Not yet. The restraining order was approved. He can't come closer than 500 feet to me. My friend Mark Cooper said it straight out. A piece of paper won't stop a bullet if he decides to. I know. Buy a gun. Get a permit. Protect yourself. I've never been a gun person. I didn't believe in it at all, but I bought a Glock 19. I took courses. I got my license. I trained at the shooting range every weekend. I started wearing it every day in a holster under my jacket. 2 weeks passed. No sign of James. But the paranoia only grew. Every car following me, is it him? Every knock on the door, is he back? Work was suffering catastrophically. I couldn't concentrate. I turned down. She's scared, honestly, but incredibly strong-willed. She's very grateful to you, Marcus. Is she still safe? Yes. James doesn't know where she is. Good is the main thing. Marcus, she would like to meet, to thank you personally for saving her. I don't think this is a good idea. Why not? Because James is probably watching me, waiting. If I meet Sarah, I'll bring him straight to her. Lisa paused, realizing, you're absolutely right. I'll tell her. Tell her I'm glad she's safe. That's all that matters. She hung up. I sat in an empty office alone, saved an innocent woman from a rapist. Possibly ruined his own life in the process. Was it worth it? Every second, yes, but the price was damn high. Update 2 after 4 months. James Collins has been arrested, not for threatening me, for trying to kill Sarah. He found her. I still don't know exactly how. Maybe he was following the lawyer. Maybe he bribed someone in the system. Somehow I found out the address of the shelter where she was hiding. He burst in there at night with a hunting knife and tried to stab her to death while she was sleeping. The shelter guard heard the screams. He stopped him by force. He called the police. James was arrested at the scene. Charges: attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon, violation of a restraining order, and trespassing. Sarah is wounded, a deep cut on her left hand from defending herself. But she's alive. Lisa called to tell the news. He's in jail. Bail is set at $500,000. He's definitely not getting out. How is Sarah? Physically recovering. Emotionally, it will take time. But she wants to see you now that it's safe. Is James really in jail? Yes, and it will last for years. The prosecutor is going for the maximum term. We met at the same Starbucks where I first warned her. Sarah looked different, thinner. Her hair was short now, but there was a determination in her eyes that wasn't there before. Thank you was the first thing she said when she sat down. For what exactly? For saving my life twice. The first time when I warned him. The second time when I didn't tell him where I was. I just did the only right thing. Most people wouldn't. You risked your career, your reputation, and your own safety. You were worth the risk. Long pause. He almost killed me that night. The voice is quiet. If it weren't for the guard. But the guard was there. You're alive. He's in prison. It's all thanks to you. You gave me Lisa's business card. She organized the shelter. You literally saved my life, Marcus. I didn't know what to answer to this. What now? I asked. The divorce is finalized. The criminal trial is in 2 months. The prosecutor is confident of a minimum 10-year prison sentence for attempted murder. It deserves more. I agree completely. She looked at me for a long moment. And you? How's your business? Honestly, that lost a lot of clients. Reputation was seriously damaged because of me, because of the choice I made, but I don't regret a second of it. She reached across the table and took my hand in hers. You're a hero, Marcus, a real one. You know that? I didn't feel like a hero. I felt like just a man who did what he had to. I'm just a detective who found the real truth, not the one the client wanted. She smiled. It was the first time I saw her smile, real and not tense or frightened. You'd update 3 after 10 months. James Collins received a 12-year prison sentence for attempted aggravated murder, domestic violence, and multiple violations of restraining orders. The prosecutor presented evidence of years of systematic abuse. Medical records, photographs, and witness statements. 12 years minimum. Sarah is officially divorced. She has started a new life, moved to Portland, away from memories. New job at the hospital there. New apartment, new beginning. And I didn't restore the business to its previous level. Word spread quickly through the professional community. The detective who betrayed the client had given information to the target. Some colleagues understood and saw heroism, but most saw risk and unreliability. The number of clients has decreased threefold. Income has fallen to $35,000 per year. I had to take a part-time job as a night security guard at a shopping center to pay the rent. Humiliating. A little, but I slept peacefully for the first time in years. Because my conscience is clear. I knew I did the right thing. Sarah and I stayed in touch. We text once a month and call occasionally. Not romantic, just friends with mutual respect. She thanks me every time. I say no need. A month ago she sent me a photo. She's in a Portland park with a book on her lap, a smile on her face. Free Safe Alive. Caption, thank you for giving me my life back. This is the only reward I need. Sometimes the right decision can ruin your professional career, but some things are more important than money, reputation, and comfort. Human life, justice, truth. A detective seeks the truth. He doesn't create convenient lies, even if the client pays for the lie, even if refusal costs everything. 12 years of work have taught me that 70% of spouses actually cheat, but the remaining 30% are innocent. And when you find an innocent person whom a monster is trying to destroy, you protect them. The price? Lost a thriving business, reputation, financial stability, security, but I got more than I lost. A clear conscience, honor, the knowledge that I saved an innocent life from a murderer. Was it worth it? Every second of every day. And now questions for you, friends. Asterisk, was Marcus right to warn Sarah, or should he have maintained professional ethics? Asterisk, is he to blame for the destruction of his business, or was it a heroic sacrifice? Should I have reported the bruises to the police instead of directly warning Sarah? What would you do if you were Marcus and fell in love while watching an object? Is 12 years in prison for attempted murder enough or too lenient? Speech balloon. Leave your thoughts in the comments! Thumbs up. Like if the story resonated with you. Bell. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new stories.